Hey, this is Blaze's Personalized Dog Training. This is Riggins, and we are actually going to be doing some muzzle training. The area he's going to be living in is going to be requiring his owners to have him muzzled anytime he's outside. He actually has zero aggression, as you can see. He's a really good dog, but he needs to be wearing a muzzle, so we need to get him used to it. So how we do that is we start off by just having the muzzle out open like this, making sure we have a hungry dog, and in his case, as you can see, he's slobbering all over me here. So I'm going to take the food, okay, well actually first, I take it out of the box, okay, and then it kind of looks like this. We're using Barksville muzzles, alright, and it's like a hard plastic. So it comes just like this in the box, so what I do is I take all this stuff and I fold it back, okay, just like that. And if you need to, if your hands aren't big enough, you can actually take a piece of tape and kind of put it over this so that way food doesn't fall out of it. But I also go like this, and in this case, I'm going to actually boil it so it's a little bit softer because, as you can see, since he's a bull mastiff, I believe, he has that like wider jowls, and as he's getting me super duper wet. I know, hold on. So here, do that for a second. So you can see he's like super duper hungry. So anyway, so I take all that stuff out of the way. I don't shove this on the dog, all right? I just take the food and I put it right on the edge of my hand, just like this. Can you see that? And I do this. Okay? I do this a couple of times. And as he gets better and better at it, I slowly start to move it in the muzzle. Good boy. And you can see now he's putting his own head in here. See that? Can you see that? I'm not forcing him to do it. Good. He has that weird shaped head, so. Oops. Sorry, here, Bubba. That's what I was saying about making sure you might have to. Good boy. You might have to block out those holes. But you can see he's putting it over his face on his own. I'm not forcing him to do it. So I'm going to put a couple of them in here. I'm going to hold this. So we're getting a good association with the muzzle. We're not forcing him to get it, or forcing him to wear it right now. He's just going ahead and putting it on his own face. And you really want to make sure sizing makes a difference, because you can see he's doing his best to get in there, but it's hard with his mouth, the way it is. You got a wide mouth because your snout's not that long. So I just make sure I take all of their food and feed them through their muzzle for the next couple of days to probably a week. I'll do this. I'll be just muzzle conditioning him. Once he starts getting really good, what I'll do is instead of putting the food into the muzzle, I'll actually show him the muzzle. And you see how I put his own head in there? And I will mark his behavior. Weak. Weak. And you can see how, again, he's doing it. And then I will prolong it. So like I'll put his face in there, I'll hold it, 1, 2, 3, 4, weak. And then I'll go longer and longer until I eventually hook this around him and leave it on him for a second. So if you take your time like this, he will learn to enjoy the muzzle and it won't be a bad thing. So if there's any questions, please leave comments. I'm Blaze. This is Blaze's Personalized Dog Training. This is Riggins. And this is how we do muzzle conditioning.